Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, I apologise about that, and also if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2022 related video here on my channel. I am filming this one on a complete whim. It is the evening of Saturday the 12th of February. We are right in the thick of things with regards to this Eurovision season. We've got news coming at us left, right and centre, songs to check out, internal selections to come. There's an awful lot happening now and within the next couple of weeks. Indeed, next weekend is another really busy one in the world of Eurovision. The reason I'm here is to talk about the potential quality of this upcoming contest as a whole. Now, you could say that once you've had a really great year like last year, and last year's competition in Rotterdam, in my opinion, was a really strong year for the show, it's very hard to then have another really excellent contest straight afterwards. You could make that point. But I haven't really been feeling this Eurovision season much at all, and I'm not sure that feeling's going to change. Now, I know people online say things like, oh, every year it's the same for so many Eurovision fans. Every time around mid-February we get people saying, oh, I'm not sure about this year, I'm not sure about the songs, I'm really not feeling things at the moment. But actually, this year isn't shaping up to be a vintage Eurovision year. Not in my opinion, and maybe you completely disagree with me, and I'd be interested to know if you do, and why you think this year might actually end up being one of the strongest we've ever had. But I'm looking at the songs we've got so far. How many of them are genuine quality, I hear you say? And I'm being as completely honest as possible here. Albania's song is good. It's going to qualify. That first half of the first semi-final in Turin in May, it's not looking really competitive, in my opinion. Albania going through. They made the right choice. Bulgaria's song has already been dead and buried by many a Eurovision fan, so I am not expecting Intelligent Music Project to make the cut this year. Latvia, the results were announced for Supernova about 10 minutes ago as I'm recording this. What utter crap are we talking about here? Oh, that's a bit harsh. You can't say that. Well, actually, I can, and I just have, and I'm going to say it again. What utter crap are we talking about here? A song called Eat Your Salad, which not a single person can take seriously, is representing a country in the biggest music competition in the world. Yeah, it's up-tempo, yeah, it's quite fun, but at the same time, surely it's a bit of a national embarrassment. I don't know. Maybe you completely disagree with me here. It's not the name of the song. Look, like I said, it's up-tempo, it's fun, they're having a great time on stage, fair play to them. But how has this won a national final? Latvia's been doing this for too long, and they wonder why they don't qualify very much. I've got no sympathy if Latvia don't make the cut this year. I really don't. It's your own fault. You had Aminata right there, who I believe was the runner-up this evening. She was the last person to get Latvia a really decent result in the competition, and you've just completely blanked her, and you know that she would have had plenty of jury love in Turin, probably a decent amount of public love as well. It probably would have qualified. But you've decided to go for the jokey, tongue-in-cheek entry. Eat your salad. Maybe I just sound like a whining Eurovision fan here, but I can't believe that's something that's going to a competition of this stature. Yeah, it might stand out a bit, but come on. The juries aren't going to vote for this, surely. The public, yeah, maybe a little bit, but to me it's got non-qualifier written all over it. It's just a baffling result, and so far this Eurovision season we're getting a lot of very odd results, and I don't really understand why. Jokey, tongue-in-cheek type entries in the past haven't always done that well at all. If anything, they've been shunned by a lot of Eurovision fans. But this Eurovision season, it seems as though the jokier and less serious a song is, the more people are loving it. Last year we had Tout l'univers, Voilà, Zitie Buoni, Shum, we had Je me casse, we had great songs, all of which were contenders for the win. This year, apart from Brividi, there's nothing so far. We do have a lot of songs to go, of course we do, but I still think it's shaping up to be a fairly disappointing year. I'm not sure where the quality is going to come from at this point. We move on. Lithuania's song. What is the appeal with it? I've just listened to it in full again because I'm doing my blog post, and I'm not joking, I am sitting here drifting off. It's got this jazzy, bluesy feel to it, lovely vocals, and I know that she's a recognisable name in her homeland. But at Eurovision, where are the points going to come from? Who's really going to vote for this? It's just so confusing to me in my head. And Lithuania, who usually, well, let's say always, seem to get 12 points from the UK and Ireland, they can't vote for Lithuania this year. So that's a lot of points they're already missing out on. I'm just looking at that first half of the first semi-final, and my God, it looks so pants. You've then got Moldova. Nobody's really loving that song. Ukraine's track, which was picked this evening, is cruising through. It's a fine entry. I don't love it, but it's a completely fine track. Great vocals, powerful message. We've still got Switzerland to go. Hopefully the quality there. Slovenia, well, one of the fan favourites was knocked out in the second semi-final this evening. The Netherlands is my great hope for the first half of that first semi-final. I just can't believe it. To me as well, Lithuania, going back to them, there were at least 3 or 4 other songs that everybody knows would do better at the contest. And that's not me saying something without knowing it. You all know that some of the songs in that national final would do better than Sentimental. It's just a given. You know, if you've been watching the show long enough, you know this stuff. I sound really bitter, and I really apologise for that, especially if you're from one of these countries. I always try and see the positives in every track, but at the same time, when something ludicrous happens, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm looking at the second half of the first semi-final. We don't know much so far, but Croatia doesn't really have any jokey entries. Denmark has a really up-tempo rave-type track, which I don't think they're going to go for. Iceland has a bit of a jokey song. Surely that won't be winning. I have full faith in the Icelandic people not to pick that. Norway, God help us all. I just can't believe that Give That Wolf a Banana is so popular. That really is baffling to me. Is it because of the lyrics? Is it because we don't know who they are? Because of their costumes? Or is it the fact that people genuinely think this is a world-class song, or a very good song? Because it isn't. Not really. That's me being completely neutral. I don't mind it. I certainly don't hate the song. But how can you possibly pick this over a song which is so obviously better quality and more likely to do well at the contest? It is utterly bizarre. It's almost as if you don't want to win. I don't get it. Looking at the second semi-final, I mean, it's a little bit better. Estonia made the right choice. Hallelujah. Romania, well, I'm waiting for the results from their semi-final to come in as I speak, but I'm expecting 2 or 3 of the better entries there to be knocked out. It is a pure jury vote. Yeah, I mean, San Marino, who the hell knows what they're going to bring to the table. Malta's national final isn't looking particularly strong. Finland's is, thankfully. Australia's actually looking pretty good. So maybe the second semi-final will be better than the first semi-final at this rate, which is unusual because I always feel as though the first semi-final is the tougher of the two. But let me know what you think here. This is such a messy, rambling video, but is this year, at this stage, really not looking very strong to you? Or do you think I'm talking rubbish? How has Eat Your Salad won? Where's the love for that song suddenly come from? Surely, even if you love this song, you can't expect it to do incredibly well in Turin. I mean, maybe I'll be eating my words, not my salad. Maybe I'll be eating my words in May if this song cruises through. But it's just so odd to me. It's always disappointing. I'm trying to finish this blog post, and I don't really want to finish it. I don't want to listen to the song and have to talk about it because it's going to be fairly negative. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems this year, why are these rather silly tracks so popular? Because if we had had them last year or the year before or any year within the past 10 years, maybe they just wouldn't have had so much attention. Is it because countries really aren't bringing the quality in their national finals as a whole? Was Latvia's national final so poor that this was the best of a bad bunch? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we could have a situation in May where in this first semi-final, the public's top two is eat your salad and give that wolf a banana. And to think what we've had in the past, to go from that to this, what a massive downgrade. What a thorough disappointment. I suppose you've just got to enjoy the songs for what they are, but it's hard when they're not really good songs in the first place. You know? I mean, if I was Aminata in Latvia, I'd be absolutely furious. I'd be absolutely furious. Because that song would so obviously do quite well. Maybe it wouldn't qualify, but it would so obviously do better with the juries. Come on now. What is that all about? I've no sympathy for Latvia if they don't qualify this year, because you've made the wrong choice. And I always feel as though you've got to send the best possible choice, the best possible selection. And obviously, if there's a lot of great songs in a national final, that can be a very difficult decision to make. Or it could be very easy, because you can just pick whatever you like and feel very confident in that particular song, like UMK with Finland this year. Oh my god, this is a terrible video, and I really do apologise. I might not even upload it, we'll see. I'm going to try and finish this blog post now, but do let me know what you think. Do you think this year is a very odd one so far? Do you think it's going to become even stranger as we move throughout February and into March? Or do you think the quality really will just suddenly pick up? You know, with Russia and Greece and Belgium and the Netherlands and Switzerland joining the party. France as well, we're getting their national final song soon. Although I'm not expecting anything as good as Voila. And for all we know, there'll probably be a song called Eat Your Baguette or something, which will become a huge fan favourite out of the blue for no apparent reason. What a ramble, what a moan. I didn't want to moan, but I know it's come across that way. But yes, I think it would be good to maybe get a bit of a discussion going in the comments here. Feel free to share this video and get other people talking about it if you so wish, because I'm really, really interested to know. With Eat Your Salad, I know I keep going back to it, but I've seen people on Twitter so far saying it's really great, and then I've seen people saying that they absolutely hate it. There's not really an in-between with this one. I don't hate it, but I don't love it, certainly. And I feel the same way about Sentimental for Lithuania. To me, to go from the Roop to that song is an enormous step back, in my opinion. It's a very different sound and fair play, and it's in Lithuanian too, which is great, but to me it's a huge step back. And I think other countries are going to do the same thing. You've got to be in it to win it, and so many countries aren't. And to me, as a big Eurovision fan, somebody who's loved this show for almost 2 decades, that's just such a disappointment to see. And just listening to the national final songs, maybe in some of my reaction type videos in the past, you've seen me not really feeling it at all. And I apologise if that's the case, but when the quality isn't there, it's disappointing. And you shouldn't be settling for a jokey, really subpar type song. You should be settling for something that's going to make you feel proud, you know, not embarrassed. It's like the UK. We need something this year that's going to make us feel proud to be British Eurovision fans, not something that's going to make us feel terrible and totally not confident on the night, because we'll know we're coming for that last place again. Oh man, with that being said, let me know what you think. Are the Romanian results in? What disappointment are we going to get from them? Oh, they're not in yet according to this, so there we are. Anyway, until next time, yeah, this video is just a sort of filler video, I guess, before usual content resumes. Feel free to check out my other social media pages if you so wish. A blog post about tonight's Super Saturday results will be up very soon. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully the quality wasn't too bad. and, dare I say it, but roll on more of this Eurovision season. Good Lord above. Bye for now. Leave a comment if you so wish.